Guys, I'm excited to present to you a Coyote swapped Whipple 04 Cobra. All right, you guys, check it out. If you guys haven't watched this video, up in the corner there, we did races at Race Motive, and I got to thinking, talking to my friend Darren, I gotta drive this for myself because I was so intrigued because I had never seen a Whipple Coyote swapped Cobra. And this red fire metallic looks so clean, so sleeper-ish, so stock, I had to take it for myself. And today we're gonna drive it, we're gonna take a look at it, and we're gonna show you what it is. The way this car is set up is what a lot of people are doing now because the Coyote just loves boost. It has reliability, and to combine this with this beautiful build, you can't go wrong. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at where the magic happens. Yes, this looks like a stock, clean Cobra, but let me show you where it's different. And we got a lot of people upset when we raced it last time, but you can see how clean this is. Let's take a look underneath the hood here. Oh, this was my first Mustang. I knew it. It's not an 04 Cobra. I was in high school when these came out. There we go. Wow. Take a look at that, guys. Beautiful. So what Darren told me was this was the Illuminator setup 5.0 Cobra with the Ford control pack. So a lot of it was plug and play, and it is literally plug and play. You put it in here, it rips with this chassis, and it is fast, and it is fun. But I love popping the hood and seeing something different. Nothing against the original setup, but this, oh, you're talking about pulley. This is a 3.5 pulley. This can go way lower, but it has the reliability of a new gen Coyote with the 5th gen Whipple. You can see there's a fuel system back there. This does have an ice tank in there. Man, it is fun. And what I was talking to the owner, Darren, about, he was saying you can put all the money into building a 4.6 that comes with these, but the Coyote is just superior in that way of how it loves boost. And that's his opinion. Let me know what you think, comment below. I tend to not disagree with him because I have more experience with the Coyote than this particular setup, but man, looks so good. You have the Toyo proxies on the car, and I love that it has a stock SVT chrome on there. Just a totally, completely clean setup. Nostalgic, but also I love about it is it has the secret underneath, the ultimate sleeper here. Now, it's hard to say a Cobra is a sleeper, but it's more rare. You know, you see the Fox body swapped with everything under the sun, but people are such purists when it comes to the Cobra. They don't want to disrupt that heritage. And not that you're doing that, but if you're someone like Darren or even myself who wants to have more fun than just pay homage to a heritage, this is what you do. And they've been doing it to Mustangs for years. To be able to think that you people haven't swapped Mustangs with everything under the sun over the 60-year history would be naive, honestly. But I love the way this looks. It came out so great. It drives so well, considering it has so many changes. But that's all you need, and that's all you want. And these Cobras are getting so expensive nowadays in aftermarket. I remember we were complaining. We gave away a Cobra once, and they were saying, oh, 20,000 is too much. They're going for 30, 40,000. So actually the market is going up on these. So what people are doing is, let's get an 01 Cobra. Let's get a pretty beat up 03 and then do something like this. So we just swap it all out. You get the look and the nostalgia of the look, but you have the driving dynamics of what we have currently. And wow, I love how clean it looks. And it's crazy to think that 20 years later, this particular Mustang has aged so well, so gracefully. Now, my favorite Mustang, of course, is the Shelby 350 to drive, my driving dynamics, but I'm always have loved the way the 04 Cobra has performed in comparison to that because of how light it is and how fun it is. And I think this might be a close, maybe one, maybe two, I don't know. But we're gonna keep driving it. We appreciate it. And let me know what you guys think if we should bring maybe a build like this to the channel, something kind of crazy, something like we buy a 01 or 03, 04 Cobra and do what Darren has done. Has Darren started a trend? Or is it not a trend, but it's blasphemy? Let's find out. Let's finish the drive and talk to Darren to end this video. Let's go. Wow. Holy cow. My goodness gracious. Holy cow. We are in a Coyote swap Whipple Gen 5 E85 Cobra. This was my friend Darren's, who we drove with at Race Motive. Oh my gosh, that was something else. To be back in a new edge feels great. And not only that, the king of the new edges, the 04 Cobra, we're in the race red metallic. Oh man, this is something else. So this is tuned by Lund, totally built, totally wonderful, totally fast. Wow, this is a rocket ship. This is fun. This is visceral. This is what you miss sometimes in the newer Mustangs. That crazy bucking horse. And that's what this is. Oh my goodness. Man, I miss this. This is so good. Now, to the traditionalists in the comments, do you think it's sacrilegious to have a Coyote swap Cobra? I'm gonna tell you right now, driving this, I beg to differ. I don't think so. Wow. Whoa. Listen, this is on par with my favorite driving Mustang, the Shelby GT350 around town. How light it feels, how I can turn it around corners, how it scares that, you know what, out of me a little bit. That's what you want. It sounds good, feels good, and like I said, it's on E85, so we're definitely gonna have some fun with it. Oh, and it's great. I'm back in a new edge, and I think the new edge, especially the 0304 Cobra, is the father of Hellcats. That's only a straight line car, but also one that goes around the track. That's why it doesn't have tint on it. But my goodness, this feels incredible. What a treat. What a total treat. About today's sponsor of the video, that is Carly, connected car. You can download the app, plug this into your OBD2 port, and find out without guessing what's happening to your car. We are in the 2024 F-150, which we will be boosting shortly, but it's important to make sure all the components are working correctly from the factory before we have any surprises, before we add a lot of power. So with Carly, you grab this device, you download the app, and all you got to do is plug it into your OBD2 port. I'll show you how to do it here. You take this guy here. It plugs right in and right up to your OBD2 port, just like so. The lights are on. Then what you gotta do, you just turn the car into the ignition, into the on position, and then fire up your app. Once you fire up the app, you'll be able to see exactly what's going on, run a diagnostic test, and you won't be guessing if there's any issues, because we all know, even though we like to pretend we don't, we see a check engine light, a wrench light, or maybe we don't know even what's going on. If there's no lights, we can find out with this tool. Sometimes back in the day, what I used to do was to go to AutoZone and pay 80 bucks just to find out what a code was and try to diagnostic, but no, not with Carly. Knowing and knowledge is power. So guys, check it out. What's really cool is we're gonna do a scan right now to the F-150 and make sure everything is good. So let's run it, plug it, hit the connect button, and start that scan. It takes about a minute or two to let it run through all the systems to let you know everything is good. So let's do that now. So as you can see, everything looks good. There's no check engine lights, no transmission issues. Everything looks good. There's no problems. But what's cool is, though, if you wanted to or we had to, we could clear issues and clear codes if there was. And if there wasn't, we're good to go. And also, if you clear codes and they come back, you know it's an issue, you can always find the default OEM codes to fix it yourself. It's a tool we're going to use going forward, because as we get new mods and next builds, we want to make sure we have Carly for peace of mind, and it can really help us. Also, what I do love is other features. You can use the Carly service and vehicle maintenance. You can schedule oil changes, make sure on top of it, have reminders set. It's really a convenient way to know really what's happening with your car, even when it's right in your pocket. Also, what's cool is go beyond your speedometer and do the engine live data check. All you got to do is check it, and you can see things like your fuel data trims. You can see great things like your throttle position. Really great tool. Next, I'm excited about, as we get more cars and builds to the channel, the used car check. You can plug it in and make sure that the car you're getting meets and passes all types of verifications. You never know in today's age what people are hiding, but you can find and make sure their mileage checks out and so much more. Definitely a great tool to have and know you're safe when you're buying your next investment. Thanks so much to Carly. Please use code StangMode and get 15% off for Carly, the connected car. Link in description. Let's go. Appreciate the dem. Carly. I'm thinking, guys, I need to get back into an older generation Mustang, maybe an S197 or a New Edge, and get back to this feeling. Because don't get me wrong, I love the new Mustangs, but they lack that soul, that connectivity. It's a little bit dull at times. This, not so much. Dude, that was awesome. That is awesome. That is like my top 5 Mustangs ever driven.
Nice, bro.
Dude.
Cobra.
Dude, I like it. I like it. Cobra. Dude, it was so good. So good.
You get on it?
Mm-hmm.
What gear?
I heard second and third.
There you go.
Second and third.
Before, bro.
I did. It was got away from me once or twice. So I was like, we're gonna need no room because it's hard because like a lot of traffic around.
I got you.
But dude,
It's got good brakes.
Dude, it's dialed in though. I know you were giving it like I was like no. And I like it being above 1500 RPM because that's like the money you know. Yeah. So it's good. But like we said, Whipple, 5th gen Whipple, 2nd gen Coyote. It's got tuned by Lund, E85, 3.5 pulley. It feels so light on its feet. I love it. Yeah, full suspension.
Makes the car, bro.
Dude, it's so fun to drive.
Yeah.
And I was telling, like, you know, in today's Mustang world, the cars are so heavy. They're a little numb. They're a little. You don't get connected. You're connected to this.
Yeah, and it's rowdy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is the soul of what a sports car should be, especially a Mustang.
Pop the hood?
Yeah, I did. We could take a look again. Maybe you could tell us some more. I did say, like you said, you bought it as a crate. Has a forward control pack. But man, I love popping that and seeing it.
I need hood struts.
Okay. This hood is heavy.
Yeah.
But no, it looks so clean. I'm sure you get a lot of questions, a lot of looks on this guy.
Hate.
Well, yeah, talk to me about what's up with the hate, bro.
Yeah, it's all, the last video you did. People said, it's like sacrilegious, act like I molested the car.
No.
They said
I don't think so.
The car, dude.
Well, to each their own. It's your money. It's your car. But I'm going to tell you right now, as someone who has driven it and you drive it, and we're both Mustang guys. This guy's had Salines. He's had all types of Mustangs, boosted. He's even gone to Mopar a couple times. And he has an SVT Lightning in there. So he knows Fords. And if this guy is having Fords, I mean, look at his driveway. You know, I think I go with what he says. And I agree with him. For me, this was the most fun because, like you said, you can do all you want to a 4.6. It ain't gonna be at this level.
No, so a 4.6, even with cams, head studs, everything, like you're shifting at 7,000.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like you know how they talk about on a dyno, everything like somebody's dyno is different reads than others. Like I don't care what it actually reads. This setup is gonna blow the doors.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't care what you.
100% agree. 100% agree with it. And my shock was how well it drove as far as everything, like it handling, you know, it fits right in the chassis nicely. It felt weight balanced. It didn't feel too nose heavy. No. Sometimes people do swaps and you can feel all the weight in the front and it's balanced nicely. I did pop the trunk to show them that this is a sleeper almost. Yeah. I mean, you call it a sleeper, right? Could you call it a sleeper?
Dude,
yeah.
Like if I didn't pop the hood, I'd probably be grudge racing this.
Yo, 100%. I love it.
You wouldn't know anything about it.
No, I love it. And yeah, I was even looking at the shock towers. I'm so used to the regular new edges where they rust out. These aren't even like, you know, part of the equation the way this is set up.
Yeah, so if you look down in there, it's called like a SLA setup. It's all from like Griggs Racing. So
wow.
And it's like this suspension is fully adjustable, tunable, all that stuff. Like I was reading on there, they act like you can make it hook in dirt. You know what I mean? It's
love it.
You you weigh it, and that's how you tune it and balance it, and then you can loosen shit.
Yeah, you know what? It literally digs in. Like as you shift, as you get deep in that power band, you know, you would think it kicks out a little bit the way you want it to, but then it really grabs. And Toyo proxies all around.
Archer plates, yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to go. And that, you know, that's iconic for Cobra. I mean, that's one thing I will say a Cobra has to have that tire.
Yeah.
Just because the way it looks from behind and the way the tread looks.
I want CCWs, but they're like $5,000, dude. That's
Yeah.
like the Cobra thing. Toyos with CCW classics or twisted.
Yeah. But no, and look at it in the sun, guys. The way that it just pops. Such a treat. I look forward to what he does with this build. I think it's just subtle enjoyments now. We talked about the fact you didn't tint the windows because you're going to maybe autocross it or take it to the track.
Yeah.
Things like that, because it is it's not as heavy. Like the new GT 500, it's 4,000, like 100 pounds without the driver. And then when you put the driver in, it's like you really are, like, it's too heavy. This is, what is this, 3,200? Yeah, 3,200. 3,200. And that's what you want. You want to feel connected to the car, to the road, and that's what you get. And I think what's going to happen is with these cars, like every car that's good now is $100,000.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, go ahead.
Creeping up too. Like
yeah.
This one stock with this mileage, I could probably get 40,000 for it all day long.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe more. I'm seeing the 01 Cobras going for 20 plus now. Remember they were like, because they were like kind of the redheaded stepchild of these.
9901.
Yeah. I get 9101 and do this if I could. But yeah, and it's nostalgic to be back in a new Edge. This is my first Mustang. I was in high school, so you can tell I'm getting older now when these came out. But it's cool that 20 years later, a young man like Darren is reliving a lot of the dreams we had in high school with a car that still looks like and behaves and performs like what SVT meant. Because remember, a lot of stuff didn't exist. There was no 5th gen Whipple. There was no 2nd gen Coyote when these came out. So
the stock brakes on this thing were horrible too. If
yeah.
You remember.
Yep. So it's just improving. It's not. And look, there's Mustangs that have been LS swapped. So that's the real tragedy. This is something that's still Ford. Like, let's be real.
I'm a diehard Ford guy. Like, you see my Lightning truck.
Yeah.
It's still stock motor, stock blower, ported, but stock transmission. It's just hard to beat like modern technology, dude.
100%.
And this thing's reliable. Like, we could beat on it over and over again. Like, I'm not worried it's gonna blow up or anything happen.
No, it is so much fun to drive. Go ahead.
People forget, like, so the last one I had made like 750 wheels, stock 4.6, right?
Yeah.
But you're pushing 22 pounds of boost to make that. You're gonna blow the seals like it.
You're playing with fire every time.
Yeah.
This, you're over there shifting damn near $8,000. You're like, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's happy.
Yeah.
And it's not as expensive to replace a Coyote, dude, comparatively.
We can go on Marketplace and get a used 5.0 for like $3,500, like long block.
And that's in today's prices. Whereas you try to get the 4.6 from the 03, 04 Cobra over 10 grand. Yeah. So do the math, guys. I mean, it's just a matter of fun. It is a matter of preference. Again, I appreciate Darren. Link in description for his Instagram. You can follow the build. He's a cool dude. He's a Ford dude. He's a racer. He's a friend, and we really appreciate him giving us a chance to showcase his wonderful build to you. If you're interested in having me drive your build and showcase on the channel, get ready for some comments. They're not always good, but it's a chance to show the world some of the great builds we have here. And again, look forward to seeing Darren's taillights at a track near you. Appreciate it.
Lightning truck and the single cab my dad just picked up.
All right, we got more stuff to come. So we were just talking about the actual Cobra, because if you guys want to be aficionados, this is aficionado here. These actually they came from the factory with the running horse, the running pony. So this is something where now this Cobra you're saying this is faced the right way or
This is faced the right way.
This is faced the right way.
So if you look, all the fangs are supposed to be this way.
Got it.
The SN95, I'm pretty sure they're faced the other way. They're backwards.
Got it.
Pretty sure. And GT500, I'm pretty sure they flipped it too.
Yeah. Like, this to me was the best looking Cobra though. Like, I know they came out with different ones, more modern ones, but this is like, I'm praying if anybody from Ford is watching this video, let's get back to the Cobra name. Like, nothing against Shelby, GT500, I like it, but we need the Cobra. It's been long enough. Let's do it. Let's go. Comment below.